Hi there, Tony and Nicole here. How are you doing? How's your day going? Um, I decided to drop this video today, and there's a message that has been bugging me for a while now, and I decided to do this. It's not one of my regular topics or videos to do, but I decided to do this. Maybe to just put in my own voice, drop my own input into this matter. Disclaimer: I am not 100% perfect, but we can learn from each other. So let's start like this. The topic for today is message to wifey, message to wives. This is 2020, so this year I've been married for 10 years. So I'm somehow privileged to share part of my experiences that I've learned from people, the ones I've read and the ones I've seen. So I want to use this as a message to all wives, including my wife too. It's important that we get to learn as wives that first of all, we are not brought up the same way. For men, we are brought up in a different way. For women, you are also brought up in a different way. You need to understand that we are from different backgrounds. We are from different upbringings. Let me give an instance. While a young girl in her teenage age is being taught about her sexuality, her health, how she needs to, her mannerism, how she needs to sit in public, how she needs to talk, how she carries herself. The male child is not all the time taught this. You are not taught on how to sit, how to handle yourself. You are just told just be modest, and that's it. But the girl child is taught a whole lot about cleanliness, date keeping, waking up on time, being decent, being modest, even combination of colors when you're going out, your dress code. So you need to understand that we are two different creatures. So sometimes if you have to judge us, you just take us from the angle where we come from. So I might be speaking specifically to women and sometimes also be speaking to us men too, because for us we have areas where we need to also work on. So certainly we didn't come from the same upbringing, so we have challenges too. Many of us we were never prepared for marriage. The girl child is prepared for marriage. You are prepared for how to greet your husband. In fact, even some people prepare themselves for the first meal. They prepare for the husband, how they will present it, how they will get his favorite this and that. Homemaking, they are taught a whole lot. Prepared for parenting. They are taught how to cook. Most men can, after boiling water, all thanks to electric kettle. If we are taught on how to, many of us, I can bet, about 90% of us cannot go to the kitchen and light up, even if you are using a kerosene stove, a gas a cooker, many people cannot light it up. All they know is you just go there, food comes out, you eat. You don't know how to do anything. Basically, nothing. So, a whole lot needs to be taught. So, as wives, please, once a while, drag us to the kitchen. Invite us to come to the kitchen with you while you are cooking. Take it as if we are gisting, we are bonding. But just while you are cooking, invite us. Teach us on how to slice onions. Yes. Teach us on how to chop vegetables. Teach us on how to prepare the meal. So while we are with you in the kitchen, gist with us and also be showing us some things on how to prepare one of our favorite delicacies. Yes, your husband has a favorite meal. Teach him how to cook it. He loves this soup. Teach him how to make it. He knows this is a combination of it, but doesn't know the procedure, teach him how to make it. There are some people from a particular area of Nigeria, to be precise, like those from Ondo State, they like eating pounded yam, not poundo, pounded yam, which the woman has to pound. Some men do not know how to pound, but they want pounded yam. So sometimes teach us how to pound. Our mothers never taught us, but please give us a second home training. Teach us on how to make the house. Teach us how to be clean. Some of us are not clean. Some of us are not decent. We don't even know how to do combine the colors. We are masters of color riot. So in fact, many of us are very good at using just one color. So give us white shirt, black trouser. We are good. Plain color is our best thing. Tell us to match yellow and another color. We're afraid because we were never taught. We don't. So sometimes teachers help us to know how best we should carry ourselves. As men, we were never taught on. In fact, the African culture or Nigerian culture has it that a man should not express himself emotionally. If something happens, you are told as a man not to cry. Be a man. Hold it. You are the man. And when the woman cries, they console her. They talk to her. Give her words of consolation. Words that could calm her, make her know that it is well. But if it's a man, my dear, you're a man. Don't worry. You're a man. Be strong. You can do it. We're never taught. We're told not to express ourselves. Why? I don't know. It's not a crime, my brother. When you feel bad, cry. Yes. They might say it's not manly. Woman rapper, yeah, do it. You're expressing yourself. Sometimes console us. If you go into businesses that failed and you come home feeling bad, help us to understand that yes, it's part of life. Yes, you might have made mistake. Yes, this business might have failed, but you can get better in the next one. You can do better. Use this as a springboard to do better. So as housewives, please, before I digress, help us to learn some home things so that we can help you too. I had an encounter with a woman. We were gisting, but somehow the discussion changed, and she was saying, that's how all men, that's how you men are, that's how you people are. I said, what happened? He said, can you imagine? I was stuck in the traffic for a long time. My husband was calling me to know where I am. Where am I? I am hungry. And she said, the soup is in the fridge, not in the freezer. Pick it up, warm it, and the husband loves pounded yam, not poundo. He said, okay, please, for my sake, just make eba for yourself. Gary, make eba for yourself and eat. When I'm home or tomorrow, I can make the pounded yam for you. The man refused. The man doesn't know how to warm soup, to start with. 2, he doesn't know how to make eba. In fact, many of us do not even know how to make pap. Pap. Or custard. Okay, custard. Hey, as wives, teach us. Let us know the quantity of this, the quantity of that. It will help us. Not always feel that we're the man of the house. Sometimes help us too. We need help. We need help. We need help. Even if we might know a few things, but please help us too, so that we can be better. We can do it. Yes, homemaking is another thing. Help us to be. Help us in the homemaking things. Help us in taking care of the homes. Help us to know how to take care of the children. If we start having children, help us to take care. Teach us on how you do your daily routine. Sometimes when we're at home, how to manage the children. It's crazy sometimes if you have toddlers within the house, how they run up and down, especially during this period of lockdown. Many men simply run away from the house or they lock themselves up because their kids are a handful. So it's only the mother that knows how to manage them, knows how to control their excesses, knows where their toys are, where the outing clothes are, the clothes they wear in the house, the boxers, the pajamas, the nightwear, and all that. We don't know anything. We provide a washing machine. We don't even know how to wash. Many of us do not know. Even the hand wash, many of us do not. We simply give the work to the woman. So sometimes teach us, drag us, and at least be loving, be gentle, but teach us how to do all these things. A lady saw me one day while I was changing one of my little niece's diaper, and she was shocked. And she was quiet, and she saw me remove the diaper, and I used the wipe, cleaned the little girl up, and I put her into a new diaper, and she ended up clapping. I said, why are you clapping? The mother is not available here, and this child has been crying, and I found out that she has soiled herself. That's why she's crying. So the next best things to do is to this woman, where is this? Immediately she told me, because her hands are busy, I quickly helped her to do that. And she replied, my husband cannot do that. In fact, when my child soils herself, he said, take oh. Being a parent, as a mother, you cannot afford to say, You simply inhale and be happy. But as a father, we don't understand. So teach us also how to do some house chores, cleaning of the house, taking care of the baby, carrying them, cuddling them, making them happy too. It's not out of place. Teach us how to bathe them. Yes, you might not bathe them when they are very young, but teach us how to bathe them when they are 6 months, 8 months. Most men, when they're, no, I can't, they are too fragile. Yes, if they are fragile for your wife, they're also fragile for you. Teach us how to handle them. We can also learn. It's a big issue for mothers, but sometimes they don't understand what, we don't understand the pain that they go through. So help us to understand your pain. It's just like how they say during labor, a woman can bear up to the normal man can bear a maximum of 5 del of pain. That's how it's measured. Pain is measured in the unit of del. A normal human being can handle 5 del of pain. But during dilation, labor pains for women, they can go as far as 40 del. 40 del. And they will go through that, give birth, and they'll come out of it. If a man tries 10 del, he will go into coma. So sometimes as a woman, express yourself. Find a better way to talk to us. Talking is another area. Communication. Make our time, let's talk. Make our time. As a man, if you ask, how was your day? You will hear, fine. We are very good at one-liner. How was the meeting? Awesome. How was the business? We closed it. Don't keep quiet at that. If you ask a woman, how was your day? Or how was the traffic today? Be ready for full detail. She will give you, if you see how the bridge, there was one vehicle broke down and went from this point, and we were locked down for more than 45 minutes at a point that will not take us 3 minutes, and at this and that and that and that and that and that. As a woman, convert us to you too. Feel free and ask us, how was your day? If your husband tells you, fine, don't stop there, go further. You mentioned that you're supposed to attend one meeting today with this. How did it go? If he said, it was good, don't stop there. So what did he say about this? Help him to talk. One of our biggest issues is we don't know how to talk, but help us to strike the conversation. Some men can chatterbox. Some men can talk. Some men can start a conversation, hold it down for long. Some women also cannot talk, are not expressive. Yes, so it happens. So if you are the one that you can hold a conversation, help your husband to also follow up. Not just asking, how was your day? Yeah, fine. How was this? Great. Did you close the deal? Awesome. No, don't stop by one liner. Help him to express himself. Even if in his favorite game, football or any other game, basketball that he loves, and his team loses, help to talk to him. I heard your team lost. So what do you think happened? What do you think happened in the game? What do you think your team should have done better? With that, you'll be shocked. Your husband will turn to a chatterbox. We'll talk. We'll express it. If the coach had changed within the time, this would have happened. If he had actually changed the tactics and this, don't complain. Enjoy the whole conversation. But if you want him to talk in the area that you love the most, he might not enjoy it. Help him to enjoy what you enjoy. So what you enjoy the most, teach him, show him, explain to him. He might not love it, he might not enjoy it initially, but with time he will. He will come out of his shell and make you know that, okay, this is how I want it. So teach us how to be good parents, teach us how to cook, teach us how to make our homes, taking care of the toddlers and our babies. It is not just your onus, it's also our own headache. We are not just there to provide, we're also there to assist. Even if the Bible says you are meant to assist the man, we're also there to assist you. So teach us to help you make it better. In the hobbies that both of you share, please find ways to enjoy yourself within it. If the man loves football more, find a way, you as a woman, to also learn the game of football. You say, that's his game. No, learn. If his favorite team is Arsenal, know the coach, know the players, know when the game will be, know those they are playing against. You might not know too much, just feel free to just get valid information and ask him questions around it. He will come out from his shell. Also, in your own area, find a way to teach your husband. If you love fashion, teach your husband fashion. He might not like it initially, but with time, he will come out of his shell. He will love it. Help him to love what you love. So also help him love what he also loves, and help him to love what you love. So that's in the areas of hobby. In communication is always a continuous thing. Many couples were comfortable at the initial time. When you start a relationship, communication is at its peak. Wonderful. Awesome. But immediately you're married, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the line, what are you talking again? You think it's over. It is not. Please make our time to talk. Don't only use our father's way, our mother's way. They said the best time to talk is late in the night. No. Just like I said, invite us to the kitchen. Start up a conversation. Don't make it to be that 9 o'clock every Friday. It's not a board meeting. It's not a serious matter. Make every serious matter, discuss it in an unserious way, and you feel relaxed. Both of you. Find angles to manage all this. Make your next person be comfortable in discussing serious matter in an unserious way. Gist about it. Laugh about it. Talk things. Be close. COVID-19 made couples to be closer, and they cuddled more. And while they said you give junior assignment to be doing homeschooling, parents were doing more of homeschooling. Yes, it happened more. But please make out time for yourselves. Okay, I'll talk more. Another area I'll talk on is, but this is for couples alone. I hope I'm talking to couples, not just those who are dating. Is sex. This is an area that in Africa we don't talk about. In fact, we're ashamed about it. I can say that 95% to 99% of men were never taught about sex. Yes, they only know that the woman's vagina come, you the penis, you come into the vagina and sex has happened. No, it's more than that. Please, women, teach us on how to treat you better. It is said that a woman is like a device. So if you buy a new device, every new device comes with a manual. And a manual tells you on how to operate. Like if you buy a new phone, it will tell you charge for 8 hours before operating. Charge it for 8 hours minimum before using it. Do this and do this before doing this. There's an OS installed. You need to do an upgrade. You need to update the software. Same thing for your wife, my brother. You need to look for her manual. She has a manual. Look for her manual. Read her own manual. Read it every day. Just like they said in the Bible, this book of the law will not depart from your heart. Yes, your wife's own should also not depart. Look for her manual. Read it. Get to know how to charge her better. How to be comfortable in sex. People call it a whole lot of names, from love making, making out. I will call it sex. If you like, vex. Sex. Make out time. In fact, wifey, teach us on how to make you better. If there are ways you will love it the most, please feel free to tell us, honey, I like it like this better. And please, feel free to express yourself. Not just missionary method. Make out time to read books and find. In fact, women, I'm sure you must have read this book called. This book just escaped me. The name just escaped me now. Is it called Every Woman? If I remember the book, I'll mention. I think it's Every Woman. Every woman. Or basically, teach us on how to have sex. Teach us on different sex styles. Yes, our parents never taught us. And they taught you on how to take care of your vagina, on how to care for it, on how to, yes, you should know. And as men, please, men watching me, please do this exercise for you to learn better. I know some people feel awkward. Please learn this. Take your left palm, wet it with water, make it to be moist. When it is moisturized enough, or use the moisturizing lotion on your palm, on your left palm. Now come with your right palm as a man. A woman, you can try that too. This is an exercise. Now hit your left palm continuously for 30 times. After 30 times, stop. Now observe your left palm. You observe the following. The left palm will be hot. The left palm will be dry. The left palm might be cracky. And the left palm might also be painful to you. What have you done? The left palm is your wife's vagina, and you, the right punch, you are the penis. You don't have to pound. You don't have to pound at all times. You don't have to pound. Learn on how to treat that angle, that device. Treat it well. The more it is moist, the more it is wet, the better your wife is comfortable during sex. The more she is happier to enjoy it and go for more rounds. But the more you pound, the more she gets cracky, the more she feels hot, the more she feels dry, and the more she feels pain. So immediately that starts, she's off and she doesn't want anymore. So most men complain that, hey, my wife is not doing this, my wife is not doing that, my side chick, she moans. She gives me the soundtrack, but my wife doesn't. Help her into it. Some people is psychological for them. They are not comfortable. So you, the man, like I said, to every device comes with a manual, or to every new equipment comes with a manual. Go and look for your wife's manual. Understand her. Just like they say, every woman, they are either pear-shaped or tomato-shaped or this shape. Find out the one your wife is, and what are ways on how to treat her better. That's in the area of sex. Also find out different sex styles. Please change from missionary style. Check other things. And you might say, is it Christian? It's not in the Bible. No verse. It's not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. The Bible doesn't say the different ways on have sex. No. Find the what's it called? Different sex positions, do them. Not the crazy ones, though. They are the ones you tie yourself in the roof, the ones you bondage, and then no. If your husband is the one that enjoys character making, some would like their wives to be the nurse and they are the patient. If you are comfortable by it, hey, fine and good. Tease your husband. Teach him to also tease you. It brings out the fun in the marriage, in the sex. So it's not just, and you the man say, I'm the man. You didn't do anything. You have simply pounded somebody's daughter's life away. So please, learn not just to pound. You are not the mortar, and you are not the pistol. Know how to tender that place. Make it feel moist, calm. Learn on how to make your wife reach orgasm before you. Science has it that it takes a man, a healthy man, 7 minutes to reach orgasm. But it takes a woman 28 minutes to reach orgasm. So imagine that. If it takes a healthy man 7 minutes to reach orgasm, and it takes a woman 28 minutes to reach orgasm, my brother, you need to go 4 rounds before your wife will say, I enjoyed what you are doing. But unfortunately, for many men who are 30 years and above, going through the stress of life, in fact, before 4 minutes, or in fact, they are the ones they call in the Indomie men, 2 minutes noodle. Under 2 minutes, they will. So imagine if your wife is 28 minutes. 28 minutes to reach orgasm, and you are 2 minutes. That means you need to go how many rounds? You do the maths. So that's where foreplay comes to play. Foreplay is very important. Foreplay comes in. Know how to, the best foreplay that works for your wife. Yes. There are some you need to do with your tongue. There are some you need to do with your hand. There are some you need to, please learn them. Find out. That's why I said your wife is a device or a new equipment. Find out how to make her happy. I hear women saying a whole lot of things. One woman once said, I think there was a group having a conversation. I happened to be among the women and some men were there. And the woman said, I will do everything. At the end of the day, my husband will just say, I should open my leg. My brother, it's not just for her to open her leg. Before you do the love making, there's a process. Start them the process. During the days of our fathers, they tease their wives. Mama Kemi, mo wa lono, I'm on my way. Have your bath, I'm coming. Have your bath, I'm coming. And then it was like that. These days, find a way to make it happen. Women like being informed. They like taking it. In fact, many of our wives, they like the Cinderella story. All these meets Prince Charming, his days, talk them into the process, and they like, and they live happily ever after. They like it. So I like that. Please find a way. Don't tell me I cannot do that. Find a way. Be romantic. Do some things that will make her feel happy, so that she can be psychologically ready for you. Talk her into the process. Learn ways of romance. Is it against my religion? It's not against your religion, and your parents never taught you. So learn how to be romantic. For me too, I learn. I'm sharing this today to help somebody, to reawaken the ginger, bring back the fire in the bedroom. Yes. For your husband who has become the 2 minutes man, there are things to help. There are supplements, there are food, natural foods to help. You, the woman, help him. He might be shy. In fact, most women are not sex satisfied. They never reach orgasm. So their husbands simply feel that they enjoyed it. They did not. It's been said that 70% of women never enjoy sex with their husband. That's why you see that. In fact, a pastor once shared, Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, many people might know him, of David Christian Center. He said, if I have counseled 10 women, 9 have had extramarital affairs. If I have counseled 10 married women, 9 have had extramarital, are committing, not have committed, are committing adultery. But I cannot tell their husbands because it's what I have sworn to not to do. So we will not know. Their exes can still do it better than their husbands. Their exes can do it better. So for us men, please, let's learn how to make them better. Learn, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Go and learn more about your penis. Yes. Learn more about your penis. Learn on how to use it. There's no bone there. All it requires is for blood to flow into it, and erection will be. When the blood flows out, the erection disappears. Learn on how to maintain erection. Learn on how to delay ejaculation. Learn on how to also make your wife feel comfortable while having sex. Okay, let me go forward. I know most people feel, this guy. Yes. It's never a spoken topic. It's never a discussion to be shared. But wifey, help us. Lest I forget. Some men love the soundtrack. I beg, help us. I know you might be living in compounds where neighborhood where you live together, but find a way to tell him that you enjoyed it. Tell him that I love that what you just did. Tell him that you did well. Tell him that I am satisfied. And make him also know, even the days that he is stressed and could not even do it better, make him feel that he has also done well, so that he'll be motivated. So please, help us. It's not just about you women. Sorry, it's not just about us men. It's about you too. So this message, like I said, is message to wifey. So help us. The last part I would like to mention on, I think this video is becoming too long, is on money. Please, as wifey, please, if we come to tell you that there's a small money that fall on our lap, or there's a money that we have just made, only I've made $1,000 somewhere, or I have $2 million waiting, or I have one thing or the other, don't start cooking up ideas on how to spend the money. It's one thing that kills us the most. Don't start telling us on how to spend the money, on how the areas we need to spend the money. Quickly, some people bring out, the kiddies, the children, they need this, in the house we need this, we need to go to that, we need to buy this ashwebi, there's this shoe I've been eyeing, there's this, we need to change this. Sometimes what we need to hear is, as men, that's nice. Let's save it, let's invest it, so that we can reap benefit from it. There will be return on investment. One thing many couple have not answered is, in fact, when this question was posed to me many years ago, I could not answer the question. The question is, whom do you see yourself being in the next 5 years or more? So in your marriage, who do you see yourself to be in the next 5 years? Would you see yourself being that man that meets the need in the home? Would you see yourself being the real husband, the man of the home, the loving husband, the good father, the great mentor, or the lovely wife? Who do you see yourself to be in 5 years from now and going forward? So please seek for knowledge on how to spend your money. Seek for knowledge on how to save money. The least form of investment is saving. So start first by saving, then go to the next level by investing. Keep some things for the rainy day. Save up some things for your children. Have policies that will help your children. Yes, insurance has its ways, but just do something. Don't be the one that your own idea is how to spend the money all the time. A woman complained one time. She was actually talking to my mother, and I was there listening. And she said, my husband is always complaining. Every time my husband is saying, all you just ask for is money, 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 money. Then I was just listening all through. As wives, sometimes teach us on how to invest. Do you know, as a wife, if you come to tell your husband that, honey, if we start doing this thing now, if we start it in January, by this December we'll be worth this, that always strikes a light bulb in our head. Do you know that if we do this investment within the next 60 months, we will be worth 10 million naira? There is no husband that will say, I don't want it. Your husband will want to tell me more. Do you know, if we do this, we will cut down on our expenses. If we do this and do this and do this, we'll be able to send our children to the best universities in the next 10, 15 years and going. Say, But if all you think is in all to measure up with your neighbor, with your friends, your husband sometimes will be worried. In fact, that's one of the reasons why many husbands do not share their financial status to their wives. They bring out this amount of money, the other ones they hide. So many money are just held up in the bank, and the husbands are dead and gone, but the wives do not have access to them. So please, don't just be the one that will come to spend, but be the one that will come to bring out ideas on how to save money, on how to make more, on how to make it. In fact, just like one of my teachers would say, always be the one to bring out ideas on how to make, manage, and multiply money in your home. Be the one that will print the currency, and your husband will be happy for you. In fact, he will see you as the one bringing out ideas for them to not to spend so much. You can help your husband to cut down on his drinking. Tell him, if you save what's it called, the price of one bottle of beer that you spend on every day or every weekend, by the end of the month you would have saved this. Your husband say, do you know that money that you go all the time with your boys to do this, if you save it regularly, you get this. We also need help. We need help. We are not taught everything about parenting. We are just told, you are of age, you have a job, you are living on your own, get married, start having children. Nobody ever taught us on how to do all this. So as Wifey, please help us. We need help. So this is a message to Wifey and for us also. So please help me to share this message so it will reach other people. I feel so pressed about this. That's why I'm sharing this. I don't usually do this. My take is on talking on money. But I feel pressed to share this so that somebody will learn and also pass the message to somebody. If this is of good content to you, share this message and let more people see it, like it. And if there's something also you want to add to this conversation, please feel free to add. It will help us. It will help me. It will help you. It will help somebody. Lastly, as wives, please, let's cut down on our nagging. Cut down on our nagging. Even if we are not doing it right, we make mistakes, but don't nag us out. Don't compare us to anybody. Don't belittle us. Don't humiliate us in public. You will not get any award. In Yoruba, they say the husband is the crown of the wife. So, if your husband is your crown, treat him as a king. He might not be treating you as a king right now, but treat him as a king. Make him feel happy. Make him feel welcome. Make him feel special. He might not be making you feel special, but with time, he will reciprocate. Feel free to share this. Let it be a blessing to many other people. Till we see again, it's your friend, Tony. Cheers.